Hey you guys, so I'm gonna try and make a recording, just speaking my mind and what's been on my mind recently. So I'm gonna title this video what I'm gonna title it, and then I'm gonna try and speak on it. I really don't know like how to really begin this video, but so like what I'm becoming spiritually, what I'm really becoming spiritually, like I'm taking like more of like a musical path. So like there's an archangel called Archangel like Sandalphon. Sandalphon, he is considered the archangel of music. And in the past I wanted to talk about like how I looked up this angel called Angel Raphael, right? And I talk about Angel Raphael and like in many of my earlier videos on this channel. So Archangel Raphael, he is the archangel of like the forests and the trees. He takes care of the trees and the wildlife. So growing up, me growing up, like I was really into Japanese culture. I grew up like adoring and admiring like the Japanese culture and like and what they were about. So like there's this samurai warrior. There's this samurai warrior character called Anika Koji Yori, and like he kind of has that same like character prototype as Archangel Raphael, because like they both like love the forests, they want to take care of the trees and all of that. They wanted to protect like the wildlife. They wanted to protect like, the forests, the trees. And maybe these fictional characters had helped like, certain firefighters like in like in like the past times, in the past realms, dimensions. Maybe these archangels had helped these firefighters of the past realms like protect the forests and everything, because me and myself, as a spiritual person, and I realized that I need to be a part of the system and everything. Like I need to try and cooperate with this matrix system however I can. But I'm a person with a spiritual soul, so to speak, and I just want to talk about these unfamiliar topics that nobody really talks about. So like like aliens, angels, any kind of sci-fi like themed, either like Predator or Stranger Things, or any kind of like show like that. Like I'm really interested in like all of that sci-fi. I'm interested in like sci-fi things. I'm interested in like mystery, crime movies or shows. Like I'm just really into that kind of thing. And my inspiration grows. My inspiration grows from those kinds of things. And when I was a younger child or teen like person, like I was really into like anime. When I was younger, I nerded out on anime and manga and stuff. I played like the PS1 games, I played the PS2 games, the PS3 games, the older Xbox, all that Y2K shit that took place like in the early 90s and stuff. I was younger. I was a younger person in the early 90s, so I you know I am what you would call a millennial because I'm 36 now, so I grew up in a time where they had all these toys for kids and stuff, and we had all these it's like we had all these toys, like an abundance of toys. We used to play with all of them, and but as a young person I was mainly outside, so I spent most of my time outside exploring, playing on the slippery ice, playing on the snow, playing in the bushes, and all that great stuff, all that fun stuff. So but it's funny because where I'm at now, it might seem busy, there might seem there are a lot of fucking people here, but to me, it really does seem like another ghost town. Even though there are people driving around, there are people in this town, it literally just, where I'm living, it just literally seems like another ghost town to me. Even though it's more populated than where I was raised. But Red Bluff is like a frickin' living ghost town. It's just not a whole lot of not a whole lot of opportunity going on here. And we only have one vehicle, so we gotta frickin' stay on point with that shit. Of just having one vehicle and just trying to fucking fix whatever's wrong with our one vehicle that we have. So things are fucking expensive around here, and you gotta, for somebody who has been generationally cursed like me, I have to try extra harder to make it through this life. So at this point, it's okay, well, yeah, at this point, why shouldn't I think I have a curse on me? Because I can't thrive here. I can barely thrive here. So, what am I to think about that? I'm barely able to thrive and properly socialize with people, so what am I to think about that? So, I'm just, it is what it is. I have a generational curse on me. I guess that's not cool, but it's what can you do? It's you have no guidance. Nobody wants to guide you with this specific kind of information. You know what I mean? It's almost people out here deliberately or maybe undeliberately just leave you to the wolves out here. For people who are, for most of the majority of people who are misunderstood, who seem to have the struggle with day-to-day reality. It's like people just they don't care about that. They would care less to talk about that with you. Unless you bring it up to them, of course, but I just feel like you're just, I don't know, like mentally, like really, like mentally, you're just off to fend for yourself. Because nobody's gonna help you out here. Nobody's gonna help you out here unless you specifically know that person, which families, more than ever, families are like spread apart. They're just not together anymore. People out here nowadays, they're living the hustle life. Everybody's hustling just to survive. Everybody's hustling just to survive, and nobody can really come together on like a real front anymore, because everybody's just trying to hustle to survive in this matrix system.